Hello, pandas of the internet. My name is Panda-chan. I'm a full-time artist-ish, a part-time cosplayer, and someone who recently went to a fashion show. It was so much fun and a really different experience. But we're not here to talk about my weekend. We are here to listen to horror stories. In today's horror story, we see a tried and true method of if something doesn't succeed at first, tweak your approach and try the same thing again. So, if you're ready, sit back, relax, and let's get into it. This RPG horror story was submitted by VBR2. Problem player goes on a suicide mission to kill the enemy alone and dies, creates a new character, and repeats the process. Some backstory. My party has 5 players, and the campaign has been running for around 3 years. We only play once a month. Scheduling issues. Around 1 year ago, the party was doing missions for a noble family, the Observes, that wanted to ascend as the rulers of the main city. After the party helped them achieve their goal, they found out that the Observe family leader was actually working for the BBG of the campaign. But now they already were the town's rulers and faced no opposition thanks to the party. The party decided to leave town and return later and with some allies to try and fix things. Only the warrior was against this plan, so he told the party he had to get some important stuff before leaving town and told them to wait for him by the city gates. He went alone to the Observe's family house and asked to speak to the leader of the family, an old lady. As soon as he saw her, the player said, "I want to attack her." I, as the DM, made very clear to him that he was surrounded by family's guards and the party was far away. I even gave him the classic, "Are you sure about that?" But he had made up his mind. So the warrior kills the old lady in her house with a critical hit. Surprise attack. The guards were not fast enough to stop the attack, but they attacked and killed the warrior shortly after. The warrior, now dead, never appeared at the gates, so the rest of the party just left town without him. I told the player to create a new character. He decided to create a cleric that was the mother of the deceased warrior and was looking for her missing son. I found it to be a pretty interesting concept with a bunch of roleplay possibilities, so I allowed it. During this last year, the party has been doing adventures on the countryside, and it was great. But the day finally came to return to the main city. It has been 2 months in game time. As soon as the party arrived at the town, they went to the Observe's house. The party does not know about the murder. Even though the players do know, they are good players. As they arrive, they see a lot of guards, 3 times the amount they had before. They are received by the family's butler that invites them for breakfast as a peace offer. The butler informs the party about the murder attempt and tells them that the family leader survived, but she is still recovering, so he has been ruling in her name. This is meant as a whole plot to find out if she is really alive or if the butler just took the power after her death. The cleric asks about her son. The butler tells her the warrior was killed, so the cleric decides to jump over the table and attack the butler, getting me completely off guard again. After this, I had to stop the session. I had no combat stats for the butler nor the guards, and I really did not know what to do now. I didn't want to kill the player's character again. It is his 4th character already. After the session, the cleric player messaged me saying, "That's what my character would do. Sorry if it made you upset." Edit. The rest of the party was not aiding the cleric and was instead trying to stop her without using violence, but nothing worked. They tried confusion and command, but both failed. They really were trying to avoid combat, but the dice did not help. I'm guessing jumping over tables and attempted murder is an inherited trait in that particular family. Jokes aside, it really does seem unfortunate that your player would do that. Aside from what I read, it feels like you have a good group of players. But it is inconvenient when a player tries to outright murder a plot-important NPC the moment they meet them. And saying that it is what my character would do is like putting a band-aid on a stab wound. It doesn't help the situation. With that, we have come to the end of the horror story. Leave me a like, subscribe, and in the comments tell me, how would you kill a noble in a room full of guards? The link to the original story is in the description. Go give it a read. You can find my social media links down there as well. And with all of that being said, I will see you next time.